Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what this person's karma is for hurting you or for whatever it is that went down between the both of you, okay? So here we have two piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the Carnelian and pile 2 with the blue Sodalite. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the two piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. Just with this reading, I want to clarify that, this is done upon a commenter's request. This is just to kind of see, what's going on. At the end of the day, it's all about forgiveness, love, and compassion, and, really just moving on and healing, should that be something that you want to do. But sometimes, when we have really heavy Jupiter and Saturn placements in our chart, sometimes people that hurt us can really get their karma bad. And it's just we're just going to see, kind of what happened in this relationship, even in this connection. I already went ahead and filmed the readings, and we got a lot of messages just about this person and why they did that. So it's if you're looking for some sort of clarification or way to even move on or heal from this connection, I mean, you have definitely come to the right place. So yeah, definitely watch this if you want to. If there's anything that's triggering, you definitely don't have to keep continuing to watch this, but yeah, view at your own discretion. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. Once you have done that, click on the timestamp to your pile, and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you all picked the Carnelian. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what their karma is for hurting you. Yeah, so this could be anyone that hurt you in the past, and you kind of just want to know what's gonna happen with them. Yeah, so this was just a requested video from one of my comments here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pick some cards just to see what is going on. On this channel, we're all good vibes, so of course, you just gotta forgive and forget, should that be something that you want. But sometimes, people you may, if you have strong, I believe, Jupiter or Saturn placements in your chart, there's a lot of people that if they hurt you, they get their karma, and they get it pretty bad. So I mean, if you're kind of just interested in knowing what will happen, then keep watching. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from this. It's literally called the Karma Cards deck. So yeah, this is totally fitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards to see what is going on, what karma, what houses will this person get their karma. It could be multiple people too. Okay, so we got the 11th house. Yeah, so the 11th house has to do with friendships and a social circle, a community, a group. Yeah. So I'm even seeing maybe this could be a friend that you had some sort of falling out with that wronged you. I'm seeing that you had good intentions, but maybe this friend is a little bit insecure. Maybe they were even a little bit jealous of you, and you probably had some sort of falling out with them. Maybe you don't talk as much anymore, or you aren't as close. Yeah, that's a sign that I'm seeing for some of you. I'm also seeing that it's not just you. This is a message that I'm actually hoping will help people. A lot of the times, when people, okay, that's not always true, but it's if this person, really hurt you and they were insecure about something that you did, more likely than not, they just are insecure in general, and they could be projecting these insecurities onto other people. So I'm also seeing that maybe they have had falling out with multiple friends. It's not just you. Yeah, that's just the energy I'm getting, because it's sometimes, it's yeah, there's one or two friends and a handful of people, but I just see that maybe this person doesn't really have that many friends, and they don't know how to value friendships. They always put themselves first. Maybe they were selfish. Maybe they were just looking out of their own desires, or I'm even just seeing maybe it was insecure. It could have even just been a big misunderstanding, and I'm seeing that you may have tried to clarify your point. You are someone that, you would never do anything to hurt anyone on purpose. And, with this person, it's maybe they thought, they kind of saw themselves as a victim, and they thought that you were out to get them or something like that. And it made them look really insecure. I'm even seeing that, when they're explaining the situation to their other friends are probably just I'm sorry, but that's not really, their fault, aka your fault. Or their friends could just be fake agreeing with them or something along the lines of that. Yeah, but that is something that I am seeing here with this card. Yeah, I just feel like their friendships maybe haven't really been the best thing, or I'm even seeing that, a lot of you, it's maybe it no, wasn't necessarily malicious, but it's like maybe they had friends in the past that like betrayed them and they thought that you were gonna do the same thing, so they kind of went down that path of thinking and they kind of just ended up screwing themselves and losing an amazing friend because I'm really seeing that they never meant, or you never meant to like hurt anyone. So, I'm just seeing their circle of friends. It could be just very small, or they just have like scars. Maybe that's where their karma from their past life could lie. Like they probably have karma from their past life regarding friends. Like some people have it regarding their love life, regarding finances, and yeah, it's just something that they kind of need to fix within themselves. I just feel like this person really needs to fix their attitude and mentality. This person definitely, yeah, they just need to find a little bit more self-love and confidence. Yeah. Okay, we also got Pisces. Yeah, so this is a very, very spiritual card. Yeah. This has to do with like be part of something overwhelming and resulting from the indecision of or about trusting your psychic knowledge of. Yeah, so I'm just seeing this as more of a card of your intuition's always been pretty spot on. I'm even seeing that, like, maybe if you were to trace your thoughts, you subconsciously knew this person was a little bit jealous of you, or like you knew like something was off. Maybe you didn't think it was this person, but I'm just seeing that maybe you kind of had a feeling that someone around you was a little bit insecure or not completely happy for you, or like, in the way that like you are happy for other people. And it's, again, I don't really feel like it was necessarily malicious. I'm not saying this person wants to see you fail or anything like that. I mean, it's like, yes, jealousy and insecurity happens, but it's just also like that energy comes back. And it's just like, I just think this person was a little bit jealous. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a friend. It could even be like a partner or like an ex or something like that. But I'm seeing someone just was super insecure and like they kind of just lack some self-love and confidence. I'm even seeing, if you were to like really take a look at their actions and things that they did and said, you could tell that like, yeah, they kind of had some sort of victim complex. Like I'm even getting some like situations about like where you could have been complaining about something or someone else and they thought that it was a direct attack on them. Like they always thought that, oh, this person's attacking me, or oh my gosh, this is about me. This is, yeah, like, that does stem from like a deep rooted insecurity. And it's like, it's normal to feel that. I mean, we as humans, like, we read something and our brain does tend to think, oh, okay, is this about me? Like, how can I apply this to my life? But I just feel like this person like thinks that everything is a personal attack, and it's just like they're just in a very like weird place in their life. I'm also seeing something about like, yeah, maybe they just lost a lot of friends, or they like went through a breakup, or they lost their job, or they had something like, not they had like an event occur to them that wasn't really the best, and it really like took away their confidence, and maybe they projected those insecurities onto you. But little did they know that like, you're very spiritually in tune, you're vibrating really high. So it's like, if anyone tries to mess with you, I mean, they do end up getting their karma. And I really am seeing that they are regarding the loss of this friendship or relationship, or they really do miss your presence in their life, but they also know that it's kind of their fault. And it's like, again, I feel like this is a pattern that this person is going through, so it's not just you. Yeah. And then we also got Aries. Yeah, so do it your own way. Yeah, so I'm really seeing this person can be stuck in their own ways, like, like anything with horns and the zodiac, like, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, like, yeah, Aries, it's more Taurus that's associated with being stubborn, but I really do feel like this person is pretty stubborn in their own ways, and it's just like they could be quick to anger, or like they're just very quick to make like assumptions that don't even really serve them. And again, it doesn't have to be one person, it could be multiple people. I feel like you know exactly who I'm talking about. It's like what you think you know about, like that's, oh my gosh, this card is so fitting. Like they feel like they know everything, and like, they see this world through their own lens. Everyone sees the world through their own lens, but they could be living in their own little bubble. They could be very just what do you call, um very dense. Like, not to be rude or anything, like no hate to this person, but it's just like they have a very like limited view. They are very small minded at times, and it's just like they just think that like, okay, whatever their way is their way, like, and they're just kind of stuck in their own ways. And they're like, I'm seeing maybe they weren't really ready to like grow and improve. Maybe they acted like they did. I feel like this could have been someone that was really spiritual as well, and maybe they were all into like, spirituality, and they were also into like, the evil eye and like posting things and blah blah blah, like, but like they just like they come from a place where they're just so insecure that they think that people are out to get them, or people are just trying to butt heads with them or something like that. Like this, their victim complex is like really not going to serve them. I feel like their own karma is, having that complex. Sometimes people's worst karma is being who they are. And, you know, this also says, resulting from the honesty and strength of your desires regarding, yes, I mean, we all make mistakes. You know, maybe you could have made mistakes and things like that, but I feel like you're someone that apologizes. You're someone that really realizes the ways, you know, the error of their ways. And it's like, I'm seeing that a lot of the times, even when you weren't really guilty, but you just wanted to keep the peace, you just apologized because you're very good-hearted, you're very kind, you're very empathetic. But I'm just seeing, like, you know, this person maybe wasn't that receptive because they just had so much going on in their life, or like maybe they even thought it would be like awkward, like, you know, just igniting this thing, friendship, relationship, whatever, with you again. I feel like they knew that they were in the wrong and they were putting up a front. Okay, they were just like showing like, yeah, whatever, like, you know, kind of just like maintain like face, or like maintain that, okay, I've come this far, I'm not gonna like back down or something like that. But I really do feel like this person kind of has an ego that they need to work on, like an ego complex. Yeah, you know, the best you can do is wish them healing, wish them love, wish them just happiness. Yeah, but I really do feel like yeah, in their house of friendships, it's kind of been tough for them. And you know, it's just like, even other friends I'm seeing are realizing this pattern with them, or they just kind of don't know how to do friendships properly, or they just like think their friends are against them, or they're in competition with their friends. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't realize this, but like, Aries is literally the epitome of competition. So I feel like this person thought that they were in competition with you, but it was a one-sided competition. You were never in competition with this person. You're doing your own thing, you're vibing, you have your own life, you're abundant, you have so many hobbies, you have a lot of good things that you're doing. And it's just like, maybe this person's just like, oh yeah, I gotta one up this person. Or I'm even seeing something to do with like, maybe their ex was hitting on you or something, like, you know, their friends, maybe their friends were like hitting, or like, you know, they got closer with you, or their friends really liked you. But I am sensing a little bit of jealousy here, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's go and pick some more cards from the Numinous deck and see what other messages we have. Again, you know, this is all in good taste. Like, this is not to like, you know, pit anyone against anyone. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is just, you know, learn from the experience, wish this person healing, wish them the best, and move on. But I really do feel like this is, you know, their karma. This Pisces kind of also does have to do, you know, it's a very psychic sign, it does have to do with multiple lives. I feel like they've built this karma up from multiple lives, and it's just like, you know, maybe they kind of were insecure like throughout, and like they never really learned that lesson to like love themselves or have self-confidence, so they always were in like competition with like other people, or maybe they had a lot to like prove to themselves, or prove to others. You know, a lot of the times we gotta have compassion, because, you know, we also got this Cancer card, and think, okay, why is this person like that? Clearly they're going through a lot in life. Clearly they must have like childhood wounds or abandonment wounds or something like that, because I am seeing that is the case. Maybe something in their home life wasn't really great, or like I'm seeing there could be some bad karma, or like something is not right in their home life. Like maybe they had narcissistic parents, or like some like female figure or something, just like, you know, they never, I am seeing that for a lot of you. I'm getting like female energy, female vibes. But yeah, it's just like, this also says defensive. I do feel like this person's very moody and defensive. I'm even getting like maybe a Scorpio rising, or like Scorpio moon, or someone that's just very like intense, and like, you know, they just think the world's out to get them. It's kind of annoying dealing with people like that, I'm not gonna lie. But like, there's also this sense of nostalgia here. Like, I do feel like they are nostalgic for your connection. I do feel like they are thinking to the good parts. You know, this, I feel like I'm getting good energy from this card here. This says tender, comforting, caring. So I do feel like this person cares about you, and I feel like deep down you care about them too. You know, you just want to you want them to heal, you want them to do well, so that, you know, they don't like, everyone deserves to have a good life, right? And it's just like, I'm seeing that a lot of you, you know, you're good people, and you just don't want them to like, you know, do that to anyone else again, because the way that they treated you, it wasn't really the best. But yeah, I feel like it could have just even been a misunderstanding, because I am seeing this person does care about you. Okay, we also got Virgo. Yeah, maybe you could be dealing with a Virgo. Maybe this person or these people could be these signs: Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, also Aquarius here. They could have these placements as well. Yeah, so I just feel like this person, yeah, like, you know, they could be kind of like stringent in their way. That I'm getting like stubborn earth sign energy, and like this person, yeah, like I just feel like they had their walls up so high, boundaries up so high, that they were a little bit closed-minded. And yeah, maybe they just weren't really ready to accept, like, if you did try to apologize or make some sort of offer, they weren't, because they're just too like stuck in their own ways. Like, you know, the good thing about this Virgo card is that this is all about like being disciplined and diligent, but the other thing is also rigid. Okay, like, this person can be pretty rigid, and discerning as well. And I'm also seeing solitary. I just feel like, maybe this person, like, again, maybe they don't have that many friends or that many like real friends or something like that, but I feel like you genuinely cared about them. This was a real friendship. They did care about you too, they still do. But yeah, I just feel like they could have wounds in that aspect, but I feel like they're gonna learn. They're gonna like come, they're gonna find out like, okay, this is not like the right thing. I need to like be better. Like, I feel like a lot of the times when you deal with something and like let's say you get mad at that person or that person gets mad at you, a lot of the times, like if they did take you for granted or you took them for granted, the universe will bring about a person that's even worse. So I'm even seeing like, something could happen in their life where they'll really be like, let's say if this person thought that you were a bad partner or you were like, this was like you were a bad friend or something like that, they're gonna find someone that's like way worse. And like that's kind of the universe's way of showing them like, okay, you know what, you should not have taken this person for granted, you should not have like, done this to this person. And it's like they're gonna kind of go through a downgrade, and like that's gonna make them realize your worth and realize, okay, you know what, I should not have been so rigid in my ways, I should have been a little bit more kind, caring, empathetic. Yeah. um Being in competition with anyone but yourself, it's not good unless it's healthy. And I just feel like this person, maybe I just feel like, you had a lot going on for you in your life. I feel like you were someone that was accomplishing a lot. Maybe you had a great job, you moved to a nice place, or you had that perfect relationship, and you were really just getting everything. I even feel like maybe you had a lot of friends. Something that I'm seeing this person could have been like even jealous of is that you had a lot of friends, and like maybe you were posting about these friends, and maybe they're just like a little bit jealous that you didn't hang out with them or something like that. Or I'm just seeing it's like maybe like a lot of the times, like this doesn't have to be the case, but for some people it's like, let's say you're a girl and this is a girlfriend that you're talking about, and you have a lot of guy friends or you're hanging out with a lot of guy friends, there's other like people that get jealous, like girls and guys, which is so weird. It's like, why would you judge on the gender? But like, I've definitely seen a case like that happening, and that doesn't have to necessarily be the case, but I'm just saying this person could have been jealous of your popularity, or like, again, you had a lot going on for you. I just feel like you're also very intuitive, and I feel like you're an empath and you also have your boundaries, and maybe this person was a little bit like mad or jealous that you don't want to deal with their mind my language bullshit anymore. And I feel like maybe you could have cut this person off or like deleted them off social media. You just did not want anything to do with their energy. And I just feel like they could be a little bit petty or salty about that, but it's just like, at the end of the day, if they're bringing bad energy, why should you have anything to do with that, right? So yeah. Okay, but let's go ahead and pick a couple of cards from the Buddhism wisdom reading cards, just to see maybe how this could be improved or how you can heal from this situation. Yeah, we got determination. It is you who must make the effort. The master only points the way, Buddha himself. So I really do feel like, you did try to apologize, or you did try to make things up to this person, or you had very good intentions, okay? Like, even if you made a mistake, I feel like, this is just kind of a sign for you to forgive yourself. It really wasn't your fault. And like, I feel like maybe this could kind of be like dawning upon you. Maybe you feel a little bit guilty, or you're just kind of like annoyed by the situation, or you're just like, annoyed at this person. But like, this is all about determination to kind of heal and move past this, should that be something that you want. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say it, holding on to anger for someone and expecting them to get hurt is like holding a knife, like really like holding on to a knife and expecting the other person to bleed when you're the one like that's holding on so tightly and bleeding. So I just feel like, this says moving in the right direction. So it's like, maybe you can just cherish this friendship or relationship, cherish all the good times. I mean, this even says good times. One of the cards said that, and, kind of just realize, okay, you know what, this person and I, we had a great life. We had some great times. This person really did care about me at some point. I did as well. And they probably still do, I am seeing that with this Cancer doula card. But it's like, now it's like, now you're a little bit more aware. I even feel like this experience with this person has also kind of like made you set your boundaries a little bit more, and it made you not settle for things or people or relationships, and realize that, you know what, I am determined for so much more in this life, and that is what I'm going to get. So you really are going to be moving in the right direction. I just feel like this was a great lesson, and it's all is not lost. You always have the memories, you always have the lesson, and I just see, the both of you really progressing and moving forward. But sometimes people just get out of alignment, and at the end of the day, it's just, if you're not on the same vibration, you're not on the same vibration, and you just gotta cherish the memories and move on. Sorry, I just said like the same thing twice. Yeah, but that is what I'm seeing. Yeah, just have a lot of love and do things from love. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helped. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings. So if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end your reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you all picked the blue Sodalite. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what this person's karma is for hurting you, okay? So this is, this channel is all about good vibes, and this was just a request from a couple of my commenters. But like sometimes, it's like you could have heavy Saturn or Jupiter placements. I said this in Pile 1 as well. And you kind of just want to know, what's gonna happen and why things happen, or maybe just gain some clarity, or just find some way to heal and move on from this. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some cards to see what this person's karma is. This could be anyone. Yeah, okay, so we got Leo. Yeah, so this could be a friend, this could be a love interest, an ex, or something like that. Yeah, this says resulting from the impressiveness of and do what you want to do, the creativeness of leadership. Yeah, taking a chance on self-confidence. Yeah, so I really feel like this person that you were dealing with, they could have had a bit of an ego, or they could have been a little bit selfish, or maybe even borderline narcissistic, or they just kind of were looking out for themselves, or I'm even seeing a victim complex, and they kind of lack self-confidence. I am seeing this as someone that's a little bit insecure, and it's their own karma is dealing with that. I feel like this person kind of has to do a lot, they could be they could be trying to be perceived in a certain way in order to make up for the fact that they actually have low self-esteem and low self-confidence. I'm just seeing that this person, maybe they like being the center of things, or center of attention, or they like a lot of attention or something like that, due to the fact that they kind of just are trying to fill a void or something along the lines of that. Yeah, but this person could definitely, I'm more seeing that this person, I'm getting a little bit of jealousy here, I'm not gonna lie. Leo energy is associated with jealousy, and it's this person could have been jealous to maybe see you in the spotlight, maybe see you getting all this attention, and that made them feel really insecure, and maybe they said something super mean, or super offensive or hurtful to you, oh yeah, you're just doing this for superficial validation. And it's just what? You can't help it if you get attention. You can't help it if you're that freaking great, if you're at the spotlight of things, if you're thriving in life. Okay, a lot of the times when that happens, a lot of the times when you are the center of attention, when you are in the spotlight, in a good way, that means you are vibrating so high. You're so high vibrational. Your energy is so on point that a lot of people want to be around you. A lot of people want to be in your life. A lot of people want to give you attention and praise and compliments and things like that. But unfortunately, there are some people that are vibrating so low, at such a low vibration, that they just kind of, they feel jealous, they feel intimidated, and it's not really, it's obviously way, way, way more of a reflection on them than it is you. So it's if anyone ever makes you feel bad for doing your thing, let's say you're someone that posts a lot on Instagram or posts or something, and people are just oh my gosh, you're just doing this for clout, or you're just doing this for validation, or something like that, I am telling you that person is definitely jealous, that even if they tried to do that, they couldn't get on your level. Okay, I'm not trying to bash anyone here, but I really am seeing that this person kind of needed to be put in their place a little bit. They were a little bit jealous and insecure that you were getting all this attention, that you were vibrating way higher at a way higher frequency than them. You were just resonating so high, resonating at a high frequency, that this person tried to kind of hurt you and put you down and be an energy vampire just because they wish they had your life. And I'm really seeing this person, I feel if they even tried to get on your level, they know that they wouldn't be successful, or they know that there's something unique about you. Maybe you have the star quality or this talent or something that they feel they can't do. And whether or not they can or can't do, that's not really for us to say, but they have such low confidence that they feel even if they tried, they wouldn't be where you are, and that just made them super insecure. Yeah, but I'm seeing that you are in the spotlight. You probably get a lot of attention, you probably get a lot of positive attention. I feel there's a lot of people that want to be your friends, and maybe this person just felt a little bit left out, or they just felt you were just thriving, and they're just oh, I wish I had that. Yeah. Okay, we also got Cancer energy here. And maybe someone could also have Leo placements or Cancer placements. This is resulting from the history of. So yeah, I really do feel you had a pretty emotional history with this person, you did have some sort of emotional bond, emotional connection, where you both did, like, understand each other, relate to one another. You really did get to know this person on a deeper level, and so did they. But I'm really seeing that, the way this person was, like, I feel like it felt like, they really betrayed you, and you were just like, maybe I didn't know them as well as I thought. Maybe they're a little bit more insecure than I thought, or they were just dealing with a lot more than you thought. And like, there's more going on inside, like internally, that they didn't say. This Cancer is associated with like being in a shell, like this always reminds me of like someone just hiding in their shell, or like um kind of just like not being as vocal about certain things. So it's like when this person did something, it really surprised you, and you realize like, dang, this person must have been going through a lot, or like, I'm surprised this mustn't have come out of nowhere, because I feel like you are someone that's very compassionate and empathetic, and even when someone hurts you, you try to understand where they're coming from. You're so empathetic that if like it were you in that position, what would you do? So that is something that I'm seeing here. Like, you are someone that's kind, caring, and like, you would never purposely want to hurt anyone. But I'm also seeing that, if someone tries to hurt you, you can definitely get defensive, you can get very protective, and that's pretty normal. That's just like a human like thing to do. Yeah. But this says attitudes from the past about, yeah, so I just feel like maybe this person, I just feel like they could be a little bit like, petty and, like jealous at times. And yeah, their pettiness and insecurity, it's really going to get the like best of them. I'm also seeing like, that is their karma. And I also feel like maybe whatever they did was because of like something that was going on at home, or maybe they never felt like stability, or like they felt like they were, lacking, like just, yeah, like they were lacking self-love, self-confidence. And it's like they ended up projecting whatever they did to hurt you on you, and it wasn't your fault. So I'm also seeing this person, like, they are realizing that, okay, I could have been better, maybe I shouldn't have been that harsh, maybe I shouldn't have been that rude or mean or something like that. Yeah. And it's like they could have had like a little bit of an attitude, and maybe they said something like passive aggressive, or they were just super defensive, and it was like it really took you back by surprise. But I still feel like you were there for them, you still tried to help them, or you kind of tried to see where they were coming from. But it's like at the end of the day, like, it just kind of pissed you off, and you maybe like kind of cut this person off, and you did not want to claim their negative energy. Yeah. But I still feel like, this Cancer card, we got this in pile 1 too, but deep down they still care about you. They still like, I feel like they'll always have a soft spot for you. They will always cherish the memories that you had. Okay, they definitely are thinking about the past of your connection, and they are a little bit nostalgic. Yeah. We also got the first house. Yeah. So this is all about perception. So I just feel like maybe they perceive themselves in a really like low manner, like they have low self-esteem, and that's also their karma. Like it's like, you can have a lot in life, you can literally be shining, you can have a lot of people like, complimenting you, doing whatever, you can have all the riches and wealth and whatever, but it's like at the end of the day, like, the only way you're gonna feel fulfilled is if you have enough self-love and confidence. And the way they view themselves, I'm sorry to say it, but like, they just view themselves in like such a, they just think so low about themselves. They view themselves in a low manner, and I just feel like this person also had a little bit of a victim complex. Yeah, we got a similar message in pile 1. If this is resonating, you definitely could also check out pile 1. But they had a little bit of a victim complex, and they kind of just like, they were like, wow, everything's an attack against me. Like, yeah, this is literally the message that we got in pile 1 as well. But it's like, if you were to say something that had nothing to do with them, or if they were to see posts on certain things, like, they would think like, oh wait, am I like that? Oh wait, is this a direct attack at me? Even though like no one ever mentioned their name. It's almost a little bit weird. It's just like, like, no one was talking about you or to you, so why are you bringing yourself up in this conversation? I just feel like maybe they feel like all the attention's on them, or like everything's just about themselves, or they find a way to make it about themselves, and they really stay stuck in their victim complex. And unfortunately, that in itself is bad karma, or like that is in itself their karma. Like, if they're gonna think that lowly of themselves, like, how are they gonna get anywhere in their life if they think everything's a direct attack on them? And if they're just gonna stay in that victim mentality, then it's kind of hard to like progress. But yeah, this also says the way you project yourself. Seriously, oh my gosh, just the word project. I really do feel like this person projected their insecurities. And I'm also seeing that it wasn't necessarily you. I'm even seeing like, you know, people in their home life, maybe their families also, like, not to be mean, but they're also a little bit fed up of them or fed up of their ways. Like, you know, this doesn't usually happen out of nowhere. Like, I'm just seeing like family could play a big role, or like they also have close friends around them that could be like, okay, you know what, like, I love you and like, you know, you're great, but like you're kind of being really insecure and it's not a good vibe, it's not a good look. You know, jealousy is not attractive. And yeah, this also says like who you are, your desires, your actions. This person really does need to take a good look at who they are and kind of figure out the mask that they've been wearing. Because yeah, like, you know, there's literally masks pictured here, and I feel like they could have appeared to be a certain way, but when something happened that could have, like, you know, sort of turned your relationship or like done a 180 and made your relationship do a 180, you were just like, wow, you were wearing a mask this entire time. I had no idea you were this insecure. I had no idea you were so in your own world that, like, you know, you had like no like, how can you be that blinded by yourself? It's like, you know, when someone wears a mask for so long, they think they are that, and it's like when they look in their mirror, they can't even see their true selves, they can't even see their deeper selves because they've been pretending to be someone that they're not. And like, I really feel like maybe this person was wearing a mask in this connection, or they were pretending to be someone that, you know, they thought like that a lot of people would like, or you know, I just feel like maybe either they weren't being their authentic self, or it was like kind of a surprise the way that they were. Maybe you thought that they like really had your best interests and like they were really there for you, they were a really good friend. But it's like, I'm also seeing at some point you are very intuitive, I'm seeing, and like your intuition was on point. Maybe you're just like, okay, you know what, this person has said some pretty questionable things, and the more and more they started doing things, because I'm seeing this wasn't just a one-time thing. I'm not saying it was just like one thing that like made or like broke your friendship. It was just like yeah, it was more just, it was like something that like this person repeatedly kept doing, and you didn't see the red flags until you actually started being introspective. You didn't see the signs until you thought about this connection, and you're just like, oh yeah, now that I see it, you know, this person, yeah, they could have, you know, they could have been wearing a mask, but it was up to me to really like read in between the lines and see that, oh, this person is a little bit insecure. This person, you know, does need a little bit of self-love and self-confidence. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not really your fault. Like, sometimes we just see the good in people, because I'm seeing you are the type of person that sees the good in people, and like, you know, you really, you're someone that is very selfless and you're very caring. Like, you would never want to see anyone down. But like, you know, when they hurt you, I mean, like, I'm also seeing that you could definitely get like mad. You can definitely get angry. And it's like, if you did get angry at this person, I even feel like this person understands. I feel like if they were in the opposite, you know, if they were in your position, they would have as well. So I'm seeing if, you know, you're a little bit like, if you feel like you need to forgive yourself, that's also definitely something that, you know, if you feel a certain way, like, this is a time for you to, like, you know, forgive yourself, because it's this person, I feel like they were more in the wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. And I feel like their family members, their people around them also kind of know that. Okay, so it's not just you. Yeah, it's them as well. Yeah, we also got quincunx. I think that's how it's said. That's what someone said in the comments. I asked someone how this is pronounced, and yeah, they said it it's pronounced like this. But this says irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates. Yes, I feel like this person would purposely complicate things. I feel like they are a pretty complicated person. They have like a certain complex as well. Like, I just feel like they're not like, you know, like, not to bash on this person, but like maybe they're not as like normal. Like, you know, this person could be someone who's very introverted, or like someone who's in their shell a lot. They don't have to be introverted, but like maybe this person never showed up to events, and they were never really like, you know, they were just so like, like they had so much anxiety or something like that, or like they didn't show up, or I'm seeing they missed like a milestone of yours or something like that, because like they kind of just stay stuck in their own shell, and like they kind of need to get out of their own shell a little bit and like kind of like my language, like unfuck themselves. I just feel like they're in such a victim complex. Like, the way their mind is wired, the way their brain is like wired, they're like used to thinking so negatively that, you know, they just kind of put themselves in these situations. Like, they're the ones that get themselves into the situation. And that's like with everyone, you know, a lot of the times your 3D is a reflection of how you feel on the inside. So it's like, this person has attracted a lot of bad karma. Honestly, that's kind of their own wrongdoing. And it's like, you know, I feel like you were there for them. You were a genuine friend or a partner or ex or whoever. And it's just like, maybe this person took you for granted because they were just so stuck in their own complicated life and their own like negative backwards way of thinking. And this person really does have a lot they need to adjust. Okay, they have a lot of transformation that they need to do. This also says misses the mark. I just feel like this person missed the mark when it came to this relationship about something. Maybe they tried judging you. I'm also seeing this person could have been a little bit judgy. Yeah, But it's like they kind of missed the mark with you, like in terms of how they judged you, or maybe you missed the mark in terms of like how you perceive them. Like, I do feel like you're someone that isn't very judgy, or like, you try not to be judgy. And it's like, even if you do judge, you catch yourself like thinking that way. And maybe this person is a little bit like oblivious. They don't really know how to read in between the lines, or you just saw the best in this person. You see the best in a lot of people, and it's like this person kind of like maybe proved you wrong a little bit. Like they just totally missed the mark with who you thought they were. And yeah, they just have a lot of transformation that they need to go through. Okay, we also got Uranus revolution. Okay, so this is interesting. I feel like, yeah, with this person, this is like awakening. I do feel like they have a lot they need to like go through. I don't feel like this person is spiritually awakened, or even if they think they did, they kind of have a lot more awakening to go through. This also is like humanitarianism and like freedom. I just feel like, maybe you feel really free with this person not being in your life anymore. Like a weight literally lifted off you. Maybe this person was so judgmental. Like even when you posted your stories or did anything in your life, even when you breathed, like this person, you could feel their vibes just judging you, or just like kind of like, yeah, you could just feel like negative vibes from them, or maybe they like were a little bit jealous or something like that, and it's saying now you feel a lot free. Now you feel like you can really move on with your life. You can, this is all about the future, Uranus, it's associated with Aquarius. It has a lot to do with like, just the future, and like having a positive future, positive prospects for the future, and like just not really staying back, like, finally just like moving and moving on and moving forward. And it's just like, I feel like if you had some sort of doubts about this person, like before they did whatever they did, that could have like, maybe caused the breakup or some sort of like breaking of this friendship or relationship or connection. It's like you kind of knew in your subconscious that this person, or even consciously, you could have known that this person is a little bit whack, like their energy is a little bit weird. And it's like when they finally did that thing, you were almost relieved. Okay, like I'm actually kind of happy they did this, because now I don't have to deal with this anymore. Now I have a very, very clear answer. So yeah. But in terms of their karma, like I'm also seeing that like, they're just so stuck in their own ways. Like it's gonna be, hard for them to progress with the way that they think. This also does have a lot to do with the mind, brain, and like having a good, like, just positive like growth mindset and mentality. And I just feel like maybe this person doesn't really have it as much as you. Like their own, their own sort of karma isn't the way that they think. Like if they're gonna like always have a victim complex, if they're not gonna want to change and move forward, then honestly it's gonna screw them at the end. They're the only ones that are getting screwed over at the end. And that's just something that I'm seeing is gonna affect them negatively. Like they have to get out of their own head, their own mind, and start seeing some self-love, start seeing some self-worth. I feel like this person needs to work on their solar plexus chakra. I just feel like maybe they weren't given that much attention. There's sometimes people that like grew up like a certain way, like, maybe they were bullied a lot, and in that case it's definitely great to have compassion for them, but it's like they never like got the same attention that you did, or like something about like, the fact something you had something that they didn't, and that made them a little bit jealous, which was really weird, because you're not really the type of person that like, it's okay to like brag sometimes, like, flex, like flexing is okay. Like if you're not gonna flex for yourself, who is? But it's just like, I don't feel like, you were like overboard or anything. Like this person really missed the mark in terms of how they viewed you or perceived you. Maybe they thought that you were being like really show offy or something, whereas you were just like being yourself. Like a lot of the times, like, this is just something I've noticed even on TikTok. It's like someone can just do a dance and like, they'll be like super gorgeous, super handsome, pretty, gorgeous, whatever, like, they'll be really attractive, they'll slay a dance, and there will always be some hate comments on TikTok, like, oh, they messed up this part, or like, wow, they're just doing this for clout or attention. It's just like, bruh, the point of TikTok is to literally, do a dance. It is to like, show yourself, show your face. So those get a lot of views too. And it's just like, so what if you're doing it like a lot of, so what if you want to be famous? So what if your goals like differ from them? Something I'm also seeing is that maybe your goals kind of like differ from what they wanted in life. Maybe they're very like, since they're not used to attention, I just feel like they could be very in their own shell, in their own world. They were like literally a hermit or something, that they were like, they felt like whatever you had, like they were missing out on that, even though they never really wanted it. But now they saw you having it, like they're just like, okay, I want that for them. Now they want that for themselves, which is okay. It's okay to want things for yourself, but it's not okay to bring other people down or judge other people because you want that. And I'm just seeing that maybe this, I can like totally imagine this person, like, not to be mean or anything, but like this person might have like a faceless profile picture with a fake name, and like they'll just be spewing hate comments on TikTok or some creator or something like that. I just feel like this person is insecure, and a lot of the times when they do it to one person, they're more likely to do it to other people too. But it's just like that. This is one example. I'm not saying saying it always has to be about TikTok, but it's like you can do literally anything. You can like literally film TikTok or Instagram, or even just like be in, in real life. You can just like be sitting there, and there will always be someone that will judge or have something negative to say. And I just feel like this person thinks so low of themselves, and they're so negative that they ended up thinking very negatively about you, and it was nothing but a projection of themselves. Okay, it's funny because like I know I mentioned TikTok a lot, but like another TikTok thing, like I literally saw this video about like how this girl's just like, oh, me fighting the urge to like judge and like make like preconceived judgments, but then she corrected herself and saying, no, probably shouldn't do that because what I do is a projection of myself. So it's like this person kind of just needs to understand themselves better. Like even this Leo card and this Uranus self, or this Uranus card, it's all about yourselves and understanding yourself, like just being a little bit more self-aware and like awakened. And I feel like this person has more of that to gain, or yeah, they definitely need to be more awakened. Okay, let's go ahead and pick a card from the Buddhism reading card to kind of just see how this can be remediated, maybe how you can move on from this. Yeah, this also says generosity. Okay, wow, this is a quote from Buddha himself. This says, a true spiritual life is not possible without a generous heart. Yeah, so I really feel like you have a big heart. Even with this Leo energy, you are someone that has a lot of love. And because you have so much love for yourself, it's like, I even feel like you probably forgave this person, or you're going to forgive this person, or, it's like you kind of realize where they were coming from. You don't have place for hate in your heart. You only have place for love, light, peace, generosity. And you were very generous to this person. You were very generous with your time, energy, effort. You were really there for this person. You probably had long conversations with them. You probably helped them through things. But at some point, it's like if they're draining your energy, you can only be so generous. It's great to be generous, but it's also, this person's like not a good influence on your life, or they're not impacting your life in a positive way, or you feel like a certain way with this person, you feel like they're energetically off or not aligned with you. It's not wrong in like kind of just taking your energy, like separating your energy from them. Okay, but I am seeing that you're very kind-hearted, you're very generous. This literally says your heart expands, and like this says like compassion and loving kindness. Yeah, so I feel like the best way to heal from this is to kind of just like have love for this person, and just like wish them love and wish them the best, should that be something you want to do. But I am seeing that you were very generous to this person, but at some point you were just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore, I gotta go my own way, or like, yeah, and you just maybe ended up cutting this person off. And it probably is for the best. Who knows, this person might realize the error of their ways and like realize that, okay, I had a little bit of growing up to do. Who knows, they might even apologize. But at the end of the day, it's like you have a big heart, but it's like even the people with the biggest hearts, honestly, they get hurt the most. But it's just like that doesn't always have to be the case, that's just a saying. But it's like, even if you have a big heart, you gotta maintain some of that heart space for yourself, right? So it's like whatever you did with this person, it's totally fine. You have to do what's best for you. But it's like I am seeing this person definitely does miss your generosity, and it's really gonna be hard to find a friend, partner, ex, like you, someone that cared so much. And I even feel like that could be their negative karma, that they're not going to find someone as loyal, kind, caring, or it's going to be hard. Like they really, like, you were a real one, okay? Like you wish nothing but the best for them. You were really there for them. And you're the type of person that believes in like, the fact that abundance is for everyone, okay? I feel like you were and are very abundant. You probably noticed a lot of great blessings coming into your life because of the way that you think. Your mentality, your mindset is on point. But like, and you are the type of person that's just like, okay, like there's so much abundance to go around. I can have my perfect life, this person can have their perfect life. And maybe this person had a very limiting mindset. They probably had limiting beliefs. They're just like, oh, this person's getting all the good karma, or this, aka you, like they were really seeing you thrive, be in the spotlight, and they're just like, oh yeah, well, why is this not happening for me? And like, their jealousy just came out, and they ended up projecting it or sabotaging the connection in some way. Like, yeah, I'm even seeing if you made a mistake, I feel like you probably would have apologized. And I feel like they also know that like whatever they did is a little bit worse than what you did. So it's like, this person kind of just needs to like open up their heart chakra and really, really work on their solar plexus chakra a lot more as well. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.